up, y'all? It's John Master Lee here, and today we got a reaction to the new Witcher movie from Netflix. That's right, a new trailer, the main trailer, that's what they're calling it right now, just dropped, and I have seen the previous trailer, so I kind of got a sense of what to expect here, but to be honest, this has got to be my most anticipated show on Netflix ever. More than the Stranger Things, more than the new Black Mirror episodes, this is the one I've been waiting for so many reasons, right? One is because the role-playing game series is one of my favorites out there. In terms of like games around this type of genre, it's easily the top three, right up there with the Elder Scrolls series and the Ultima series for me. And the other aspect about this that I'm really looking forward to is that unlike Ultima and the Elder Scrolls, which had its origins in games, the Witcher book series fleshes out so much of the world that makes you very curious of, what's going on there. And seeing it being brought to life is something that it's going to be a real treat. I haven't seen the previous trailers. I will say that I did have some reservations, and I don't think I'm the only one here. I'm going to save those reservations till the end after we watch this trailer to see if they kind of addressed it. Now, without further ado, let's do this, and away we go.
I've heard tales of your kind, Witcher.
Ooh, man, I just like the game.
Created by magic, roaming the continent.
Ooh, nice powers there.
Hunting monsters for a price. I thought you'd have fangs or horns or something.
I had them filed down.
I love their interaction. Oh.
People call you a monster too. Why not kill them?
Because then I am what they say I am.
Oh, I love this sinister take of how they portray the Witcher.
All of our choices draw our destinies closer.
If he is out there, there is still hope.
I have to find Geralt of Rivia.
Oh man, the action scenes look damn good.
Don't judge me.
They say witches can't feel human emotion. What do you believe in?
There's got to be at least one bathtub scene with him, like.
Evil is evil. Lesser. Greater. Middling. It's all the same.
Oh, whoa. Nice action there.
Your destiny. I can't protect her. If you dismiss it,
Geralt!
you will unleash true calamity upon us all. I'll take that chance.
Oh man. All right. Well, you gotta admit, it looks phenomenal. If there was a budget for a show like this, let's just say probably went over that budget for them to get all the effects and everything in there. Now, that being said, my concern for these Netflix shows and HBO shows is that the effects always still feel like a tad below what you would see in the special effects budget for like a big movie, whether it's Avengers or The Lord of the Rings, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's way better than anything you're gonna see on primetime TV, but it's like a reserved budget for the scenes that matter rather than dispersed throughout, if you will. I want to reserve judgment to actually watching the series to feel like if they kind of pad the whole thing out with a couple of special effects here with a big battle in the end, or if it's just infused with a visual elements that really bring to life this fantasy world, which is really what's going to be necessary, right? This is a world full of magical creatures, witches, and it's amazing what you can imagine what the book is like, what the video game could be like if it's brought to life here. Now let's talk about my reservations, right? My reservations before is I didn't quite see the actors that they brought on board playing the characters Geralt and Yennefer. Honestly, they were so fleshed out in the last Witcher's game, Witcher's 3, that unless it was a direct copy of that, everything's going to feel just a little bit off. Like the actors that play those characters in the game, I feel like they just nailed it so well. That sassy dynamic with Yennefer, that deadpan sort of response that you get from Geralt, and that interaction that they have together. I will say the saving grace of what I saw this time is that the interaction between Yennefer and Geralt does feel on point. There's a bit of that contentiousness that they have back and forth, a bit of that flirtiness, if you will, even. I'm really looking forward to how that plays out. Looks like it's set long before the Witcher's games, at least the latest one, because in Witcher's 3, by that point, Geralt has already been a revered member of society, greatly feared, mind you, because of what he's done, right? He's a mutant character that is greatly enhanced to fight monsters, but revered. And this looks like it's set in a period long before he's proven himself, and that the whole group of Witchers is still a very much feared and hated group of people. Perhaps much needed in society, but nonetheless, you could just tell from the people that he's interacting with, there's a lot of disdain for him. And I love that, right? Going through the backstory and the building up, because I think for you to really get invested in this world, it's important to tell those stories. And heck, if this really takes off, it means that you have more opportunities to tell things in Witchers 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 as Netflix continues to milk this thing to the bone. Honestly, there's just so much great stuff that they can cover here. I'm not looking for them to get to some big climax or get to where the games have already gotten at this point. Now, they did draw some hints of what the story is about, and there does seem to be some bigger battle that's going to go on, and you can already kind of tell there's going to be some big culmination, some sort of epic battle, which always seems to happen in a fantasy movie, no matter what, even if it's a personal conflict, even if it's just one character, he's part of some big, larger scheme of politics and warfare that is going on. Well, actually, that's really kind of the whole game, if you will, getting caught up in something much bigger than yourself. So I'm looking forward to that, but I hope that we don't lose track of ultimately Geralt's journey as a Witcher and the people that he meets. Like, there's so many great characters that have been revealed now over the years from the games, from the books, that let's not hurry to have to kind of shove it all down our throats. Like, even if you just got glimpses of some of them in this first season, perfectly fine by me. Let's not try to introduce everything at once. That's my hope, at least. I really think this looks absolutely stunning. And if you put all the trailers together, it starts to piece together what the possibilities are. All right, let me know what you think. If you really like the people that are playing these characters, do you think this is going to be a hit for Netflix? Like, how do you think the special effects look like? I mean, do they look like it's big budget, or does it look like it might be skewed a little bit more towards, first season of Game of Thrones versus, say, the last season of Game of Thrones, where the budget differences was dramatic, quite frankly? All right, y'all, that's all I got. Peace out.